What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's new episode. Today we're going to be talking about Kron Gracie. If you guys were able to check out the channel, we posted a video on Kron's return to the UFC a couple weeks ago, and I was really hyped up for this match against Bryce Mitchell. Unfortunately, Kron lost in the third round via TKO, and we'll talk about a little bit about the fight, but I really want to kind of emphasize this video on what's next for Kron. So let's start off with UFC 310 in Las Vegas. The fight ended in the third round. Kron Gracie jumped close guard, and Bryce Mitchell capitalized and slammed Kron Gracie and pretty much knocked him out by slamming him. And Kron hit his head on the back of the canvas and pretty much knocked him out. And then on top of that, Bryce Mitchell landed 2 elbows to end the night. And your boy was defeated, man. I was like, no way, man. Like I thought Kron had this in the bag. You feel me? In the second round, Kron was very close to finishing an armbar. Almost looked like he was about to break Bryce Mitchell's arm. And it was very close. Bryce Mitchell also mentioned it in the post-fight conference, saying that it took everything that he knew, all the bit of knowledge and wisdom that he accumulated over the years of training, and he had to apply it there where, trying to escape this armbar that he successfully escaped from. Now, we haven't heard from Kron Gracie since the fight. I'm sure he went to the doctors and got checked up and everything, but he recently posted on his Instagram, put a post right here saying that they hate us because they ain't us. And I'm not sure what that means, man. It's like, is he in good spirits? Is he all good? Is he coming back? A couple reporters asked Dana White in the post-fight press conference his thoughts on Kron Gracie's performance, and I'll play the video real quick.
And then what did you make of the Kron-Bryce Mitchell fight? Because in Kron's last fight, you were pretty critical of him. You said it was limited. Even Kron said it was the biggest mistake to kind of come in with one tool. Bryce knocked him cold with an elbow off the top. So just what did you make of Kron's performance and his future with the company?
So wait a minute. What's your question? So you're asking me, you're saying Kron looked really limited last time he fought, and he looked limited tonight. What's your opinion on...
I didn't think he was limited tonight.
No? What did you think?
I thought he had a better game plan than the fight he had against Charles Jourdain. Because Bryce Mitchell's just had the answers for it.
Okay. So you're like, what do you think about Weidman, this guy, and that guy tonight? I said they should retire. What do you think about Kron? Yeah. No, I don't like the way you're leading me down this road. I know what you're doing. You know the answer to the question, but you just want me to say it or something. You're saying Kron looked limited. What do you think? Do you have any other questions you want to ask me? Anything fucking positive, or you want me to shit on everybody on the card tonight?
And it seemed like Dana, didn't even really want to respond to that comment, which was pretty interesting, just because he was talking about Guida and Weidman, saying that it's time to wrap it up and it's time to, just pretty much end their careers there, just because they're getting old and it's time for something new. But once a reporter mentioned Kron, Dana White kind of flipped it on him. He's like, I thought that was pretty interesting. I want to get you guys' thoughts on kind of Kron Gracie's return and what you guys thought about his performance. If you guys check out the YouTube comments or Instagram comments, you could see that majority of people were not feeling that performance. A lot of people are saying that the style of fighting is outdated. Kron Gracie needs to hang it up. But I still think there's room for Kron Gracie to shine. I just think there needs to be some adjustments when it comes to stand-up, or maybe even the place where he trains. Like, we might have to send him to Dagestan or train with Canelo, or just send him out to Thailand to go get some training in. And, that sounds like a joke, but I'm dead serious. Like, we saw Khalil Roundtree go out there to Thailand and come back a completely different fighter. And it wasn't for a long period amount of time. It's like he had to make a mental shift. He came back a different person. And maybe we could see that from Kron. He's 36 years old. There's still room in his life to be able to shine as a fighter. We see Alex Pereira, you see Yoel Romero. There's still some time left on the clock, but there's not a lot, for him to capitalize on. So if we see him come back to the UFC, we're going to have to see a different fighter, or else we might get the same result. And it just so happens to be that Kron is in the freaking deadliest division in the UFC. Featherweight division looks freaking scary, bro. It does look scary. We got Max Holloway, Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, now Ilya Topuria, Josh Emmett. It's just like the list goes on and on and on. And these guys are freaking scary. It's not an easy task for Kron to come back and, start stacking up wins. you know me, man. I don't give up hope just because of one performance, but we do need to see something different when it comes to the stand-up. I'm not sure what's going on, but he recently closed down his gym in Montana. He had one out in LA, but it seems like he's training full-time, which is a good sign. Now he's saying that he wants to fight more. He wants to fight as much as he can. And I feel like that's best for him at the current moment. But it really is up to him on whatever he wants to do. I'm just saying it as a fan. You know, I really want to see him succeed. And I hope there's other people out there rooting for him as well. Just seems like at the time, you know, especially after a loss, a lot of people are just, you know, just to say like, hey, man, don't come back, wrap it up. But I still think there's still room in the tank for him to do some good things. Because if you guys watch his fights out in Japan, it seemed like he was fairly comfortable on the feet. If you guys watched Rickson Gracie do his thing as well, it's not like these guys were masters on the feet, but they were able to kind of control the fight where it goes. So, like I said, if they train with some wrestlers, maybe train some Muay Thai, just adding some different elements, it would switch it up, and we might see a different version of Kron out there that can secure some wins. So, just want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Appreciate anybody who tunes in, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'm very excited to see what's next for Kron Gracie and just for the UFC in general. So shout out to Bryce Mitchell. He did his thing. Maybe we'll get to see him against Duho Choi. You know, have Bryce Mitchell do his thing, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. We out.